Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Nationwide Credit Incorporated from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, without paying the debt at all. So, if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, I want to say that this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Nationwide Credit Inc. or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Give us a call today. Our number is in the description. So what I want to do is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Nationwide Credit Inc.? So I put this one at the top of the list because, we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And really it makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million and you will not be arrested or get any jail time. So now, who is Nationwide Credit Inc. and why are they on your credit report? Well, they are what's referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, So an example would be, let's say that you have an unpaid card with Capital One and it's $1,000. Nationwide Credit Inc. could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not actually remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time paying isn't in your best interest, and actually could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Now, in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be at a loss. So again, that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Nationwide Credit Inc.? Yes. Well, settling your debt with Nationwide Credit Inc., I always say depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying is the best option. And the reason is that, like I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend that you work with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed entirely. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report. So, it's perfect. So how do you remove Nationwide Credit Inc. from your credit report? Well, the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say that the knowledge required to do this is more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared. You may spend weeks, maybe months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it's done properly the first time and save the extra time. We're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Nationwide credit accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Nationwide Credit Inc. to stop calling you? Yeah. As I mentioned before, Nationwide Credit calling is their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased. That's all it is. But what that means is that the only reason they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Nationwide Credit Inc. try suing or garnishing my wages? So Nationwide Credit suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but really in our experience, it's rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Nationwide Credit Inc.? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Nationwide Credit Incorporated has purchased. All right. Nationwide Credit is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA. And as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now, these acts can seem complicated, but just understand that they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. You can give us a call today to discuss your options. Our number, again, you can find in the description. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching.